the METHOD Lab.
Welcome everybody to the Method Lab, to the METHOD Lab. Better, more, higher.
Yep.
Higher.
Yeah. I can hear myself, but
Yeah. How about me?
I can't hear in my ears.
You can't hear?
I hear on the outside speakers. Yeah, I'm on the outside. I'm projected on the.
Okay. Well, I can hear you in
In your headset?
You can't hear me?
I can't hear you in my headset.
No? All right, hold on. How about now?
My headset is off.
He did unplug one too.
Yeah, it might be mine.
How about the other headset?
Shoot.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Method Lab. We're here from Transition Studios.
All right, this is nuts.
Good.
I guess we'll make it work. We're going this way. If you see a red cord to my face, it's my superpower. Fuck you. Position myself here. All right. I'm ready. We can go. We're live, so we have no choice. Got to keep talking anyway.
Shit. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are on the messenger. I'm actually about to open this up. Right now to join you guys. This is Monday, March 29th.
Or you can switch my camera, right?
Don't make me do extra shit.
Ain't this some
If you
shit?
want to, go ahead. I'll switch it over.
Can you?
Yeah, just keep talking.
All right, well.
All right, you gonna switch too?
Yeah, I'm going to switch over here.
All right.
It makes no sense. This thing is like ripping across my beard. For those of y'all that are tuning in, welcome to the Method Lab. I'm not going to spell it out. You know how to spell. If you don't, damn it, shame on you. For those of you that are tuning in on your Facebook and Twitch, we applaud you. Like, share, subscribe. Share it with your friends. Tell your mama. Tell your pinch your dad. Tell everybody. Tell everybody. But also make sure you are tuned in to www.1025mke.com, radio you can watch, because you never know. You may see a dead body on this show. We've done it before. And sometimes our show gets a little sensitive. We show things that rub people the wrong way. It's not us that's recording it. It's you, the people. So, you tend to get a little pissed off. And no one gets more pissed off than Mark Zuckerberg.
You ready?
Yeah.
Bang.
So,
Now move the camera over a little bit so you're in frame.
God damn it, G. We're supposed to be in sync.
Other way.
Other way? There we go. All right. I look all widescreen now, like on the British screen. Yes, in Eurovision.
We know how to do shit around here.
That's right.
Can you hear me in your ears? I can't hear myself in my ears.
I can't hear you in my ears. I just. No,
Can you guys hear me out there? Hello?
Because I don't know.
I got both. We'll run a check. Really low.
We'll run a check.
We had a power outage earlier, so we had to reset a lot of stuff.
No, we didn't say it. Make the power go off. They know we're not supposed to do the microwave and the water thing at the same time.
Don't even say that.
See, I wasn't even go say no names. Damn it!
I said it. Yo.
Oh Jesus, let the cat out the bag.
Yeah, I missed my lunch and everything. I'm not happy. Like, y'all know we ain't supposed to do that. Wait a minute, I can't see y'all. I'm on the site. You're on the page, right?
Yeah, we're on the page.
Okay.
We're on the page.
No, we should be on the site too.
Yeah, we should be on there too.
That's what I did.
Should be like a link or something to click to what's playing live. But you should tune in through the website because of the fact that we play videos here. Sensitive, uncensored, uncut.
Yeah, we do it live.
We do it live.
We fix it in post.
And we respond to things. And sometimes it's funny, sometimes it's gritty, sometimes it's crazy, sometimes it's scary, sometimes it's gonna give you anxiety. But that's what makes it exciting. Because we react to it just like you. Now, how was your weekend, man?
Good. Can't complain. You know, was here for the Loteria. That was fun.
For sure.
I don't know. Just a lot of, it just goes.
Uh,
You know, a lot of chill time. Time at the house.
yeah, for me, I had to miss Loteria night because my daughter was behind on her homework, and I was like, no, we got to buckle down on this. We can't be kicking it this weekend, you know. And I was disappointed because she was behind in history. I fucking love that shit. like you could have asked me about any of this shit.
What the fuck you doing?
What is you doing? I would have gave you the real deal. You would have taught the class. With the shit I would have gave you. She had to get caught up on that and math and English. It was just a lot. It was a lot. But I had been there as a kid. My mom could actually attest to this. When I was a kid, I did things like that, where I would start off strong and I would just get bored. And I was bouncing around a lot, between my dad and my mom and my grandmother and my grandmother's houses and stuff. So it wasn't like it was stable enough to just break our homework and just do it. There was a lot of elements in there. I wanted to see what was going on here, what's going on over here, and that was going on over here, and that was going on over here. So. But at the same time, like, I had that streak of just being complacent and saying, well, I worked hard. I'm at the midpoint. I'm almost done. Fuck it.
Like we're smart when we need to be.
Yeah.
Not when we're supposed to be.
Exactly. It's just like, let me just coast.
I picked up from my old man. He's the same way. Like, he'll knock shit. He'll get shit done.
Mm-hmm.
But he'll procrastinate until he has no choice but to get it done. That's a hard habit to break.
Yeah. So I had to teach my daughter that word, procrastination. And it was funny because, she was expecting me to yell at her. And the truth is, I could have done that like everybody else did. But the scariest thing about when I did what she did as a kid, I didn't remember everybody else yelling at me. I didn't even remember who whooped my ass. But I remember my mother, and I remember her not yelling, but talking to me calmly. And that being the scariest thing to me. Not knowing, oh shit, she finna murder me. Why is she handling this pure Italian style? Like she's greeting me, she's letting me in, she's cooked dinner.
How's your mother?
Oh my gosh, she's gonna strangle me right as I eat the mashed potatoes. I just know it. Like, where's the piano wire?
Cool. Sorry, I figured it out.
Next thing you know, I'm just gonna hear the doo 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 right across the table. That's it.
He didn't make it.
You didn't make
He
it?
didn't make it. What do you mean he didn't make it?
And nothing we can do about
Nothing
it.
we can do about it. Nothing we can do about it.
Didn't make it.
Didn't make it.
Nothing we can do about it.
You motherfucker.
We did all we could. Did all we could.
Oh man, but yeah, man, the weekend was good.
That's good, man.
It's exciting. Like we got a lot of work ahead of us. We got a lot of work. For you guys that don't know, we are. Well, if you guys follow our pages and whatnot, we are set to start dropping segments for our Meal TV this week. Mm-hmm. So that's going to be very exciting to see the response. We got a great interview right off the bat, so I'm excited.
Alrighty. I just want to say goodbye. Have a great day.
All right. See you as well.
See you now.
But Yeah, man. Just a lot on the mind. God damn, there's loudest. You sound like a fucking bubbler.
Yes.
A bubbler, a water fountain.
A wild fountain.
Wow, fountain. Oh, man.
Got a bubbler here.
But overall, just a lot of work coming this way. You know, we got a lot of shit going on.
Yeah, man.
You know, trying to get all the ducks in a row is obviously a everyday struggle. So we're getting through it.
Indeed. You know, shout out to people who came out to Loteria Night. Also, shout out to all the followers of Al Mill Records and Al Mill Radio, to the viewers and people that tune in and like and share and subscribe to La Frecuencia Al Mill.
Frecuencia al mil.
Yeah.
Yep. You know, and it's great because we're growing it exponentially in different directions.
It's amazing.
We're gonna for all you guys that don't really know, we have Canna Roots as well. You know? So that's gonna start picking up and here probably in the next month or so. We also have, work with the girls. We're going to be doing some pretty dope programming.
Yes.
Dynamic here. Oh, even Roxy's hopping on board eventually, with her own show. So we're going to have a nice, balanced radio station, Like, people who aren't going to be like, oh, that's just fucking a group of guys just hanging out.
Right.
Like, no, we're professionals. And we're bringing...
Sausage party!
We're going to bring very articulate, very informative women to the mix.
Damn right.
And that's really going to diversify our portfolio, like the saying says. And I really look forward to that because that in itself throws us into a whole nother realm of winning.
That's right.
Being able to not only be the platform for, the local hip hop, local artists, vibe through 102.5 FM, we got the Hispanic market with the Al Mil brand. And, now we have cannabis with Canna Roots. And, it's just to be able to do now, the women's wing where they can, we give them a platform to speak, and then, necessarily, LAZAR provides a platform and we provide the content and they provide the information, that's usually how that goes, but it's really dope. It's really
Right.
dope, who knows what other area we'll branch off to, fuck around and do heavy metal. We're going to represent the heavy metal community in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, in the Midwest,
when they talk about like Midwest and how we're known for that, I want to say rock.
Yeah.
Well, it's not necessarily just the rock. I mean, the Midwest was a lot of things. It was like a crossroads for a lot of artists. Jazz, rock, funk, gospel, rhythm and blues, even folk music, Because in the center of it all, the Midwest was where like every migration of the world would come. Whether it was Minnesota, whether it was Chicago, Wisconsin, Michigan, these were hubs for people from all over the world to come and visit. Mind you, the bigger cities, of course, California and New York became the bigger tourist attractions and stuff like that. But when it came down to like trading and really just coming together, this was where it was at. So it's hard to pinpoint what we are.
Yeah.
It really is.
It just feels nice to be able to truly do something. I don't know. It's just it's a vibe. It's something that we're doing.
I'm just glad it's something more than just beer and cheese.
Right.
Beer, cheese, and sports.
Yes. Obviously, we want to talk about beer, cheese, and sports, but that's just something that's on the repertoire.
I mean, we're a little more than that.
Yeah.
We like bacon,
Whiskey,
cars,
tequila,
tits,
tequila,
ass, tequila,
tequila.
Mel Gibson films,
Yes. And tits and ass again.
and tequila.
Tequila.
Don't forget the tequila. Don't forget the tequila.
We are connoisseurs. We do enjoy our fucking tequila.
Did we mention tequila?
Tequila.
Definitely got to mention tequila.
I blame Coach Matthews for that.
Yeah?
Yeah, not only the fact that I'm Mexican, but Coach Matthews was married to Tequila.
That's right. Tequila! I'll never forget that. Give me some tequila.
Oh, man. Shouts out to Coach Matthews.
Oh, man.
All
What a
those-
guy.
All those men that have taken their time to teach us fucking knuckleheads life lessons. He tried. He tried.
I had already graduated and I still learned from this guy. Like, I truly missed out. He made me want to go re-enlist back into high school just to play for this guy.
Right? I still have dreams, right? Like, oh, shit.
I used
Today's
to,
the first day of football?
I
You
used
wake up mad as fuck.
I swear, I used to sit with this guy in his office and just talk sports and talk college and talk about people that he used to coach. And he kept track of every single one of them. Like, this guy was sitting in his office, and I swear to you, he could talk pro sports, college sports, high school sports. He could talk Pee-wee if he really knew somebody in there. But anybody he coached, he kept track of them. Like, he always knew the T. And that was great about him. He was always just in tune. And he was not afraid to tell you was fucking off your talent.
Yes, you were, Gio.
he was never
Stop
afraid
hanging
to
out
tell
with
you.
Coach Morgan.
Fucking guy.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, man.
Shouts out. We'll give him one of those.
He was corrupted.
Yeah.
He was corrupted,
I
man.
was from the streets. For
Vincent,
the streets, by the streets.
Vincent Victories got to him. Got to him. It was like going to Dallas. It was over.
Yeah.
It was over. You could have just had. You might as well just had Michael Irvin just walk the cocaine to his hand. It was over after that.
Oh, man.
Like shit.
What do you do?
What do you do?
You reminisce. You keep going.
You know, there's so much we have to get into this week.
Yeah.
So much to get into. And obviously there's going to be some things that we talk about in here. And I'm pretty sure there's going to be some things that you're like, wait, what's going to happen? What did you guys didn't talk about such and such? Trust me, we got all week. There is so much shit. There's shit that happened last week that went under the radar that I didn't find out about until after the show.
Oh, shit. Okay.
And
News stories or?
oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Like tomorrow, for example. I'm just gonna go right in. Tomorrow we'll be talking about Sharon Osbourne's meltdown.
Sharon Osbourne had a meltdown?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. How many times did she use the N-word?
Dude, she had a full out fucking bitch fit at Cheryl Underwood live during the show.
Oh, nice.
And it's viral. And there's talks that she may not ever come back to the talk. Like, she may never get back on TV again.
Damn.
Like, after this.
Whoopi's gonna quit too. Just
But see, this is everything came out, and this is all because of Pierce Morgan. So we're gonna dive into all of that, and I'm gonna show you the footage and everything of her meltdown. We're all gonna watch it and dissect it, and we're gonna talk about this racial shit because she pulled some shit that we was just talking about. We was just talking about this shit last week on the show. And lo and behold, as we were talking about it, she was doing it.
Damn.
So we're gonna pull that video up tomorrow. Trust me, I got it. We're gonna show it. We're gonna dissect the shit out this bitch. We're going back British again. We're going back to the UK, G.
We're going home. I'm coming home.
We're going back, and we're probably gonna disrespect the Queen once again. So, but today, first and foremost, welcome to the show.
Yes.
Glad you're here with us. And I'm glad you tuned in because we're going to get into some shit. And I'm telling you, if you're tuned into Twitch, if you're tuned into Facebook, now would be a very, 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 very good time to log on to 1025mke.com. Okay? www.1025mke.com because we're going to show some shit today. We're going to show some shit. And we're going to start it off with the way this weekend has been for these fucking people in these GTA type of rules of driving.
Man, people are so fucking stupid.
These are the fucking craziest fucking drivers I've ever seen. I've never in the history of my life.
I'm going to load 1 and 2.
Okay?
So we're ready.
Oh, yeah. Do that. I've never in the history of my life seen or even experienced anything like this outside of a video game. And yet, it's going down like this. You got people that are driving crazy, carjacking,
Rootin' tootin',
limousine riding, jet flying, wheeling dealing, woo, son of a gun. And they're having a hard time keeping their foot off the goddamn gas. Take a look at this shit.
Here we go. Or maybe not.
And show.
Almost killed me. Fucking driving almost 100 down the side street, almost killed me. I stopped to let him go past. He drove on top of a car. He hit a fucking Camaro, almost killed this young boy because he doing 120 miles down the side street. I had to let him over because he almost killed me, and he still slammed into somebody. Still fucking slammed into somebody. Drove on top of a car. That's how fast he was going. Don't let him get away.
That nigga fucked my shit up, bro. He just flew the
This shit is total. Fucking total. This nigga is fucking ridiculous.
like, bro.
Literally just fucking.
Where?
He done.
Where he go?
He in shock.
Where he go?
Hello?
Why won't anybody say where he went?
Because they don't know.
Man,
He plowed into that house
that is
and took off.
crazy.
Oh, but trust me, it gets worse. Check this out.
So basically, we had these Xfinity guys who are working on this manhole here, and some douchebag came out with his Camaro, ran over the cone, ran over one of the guys halfway. The dude tried to get up and tell him and knock on the car to tell him to get him to stop. He kept driving. He ran over his other Xfinity buddy, fucking completely ran his friend over. His head was halfway in the fucking manhole, and he's probably got a fractured fucking, he's probably got a fractured. And you know what this dude fucking says? He says, can I just get your information? Because, like, I'm with my family and I need to leave. And his whole excuse for running them over was that he had his family in the car. Hope they cook.
The privilege of people. Man. So fucking entitled to do something like that.
Man.
And you know what's crazy? I wish I could say that's as bad as it gets. But it got even worse. And here's where I once again implore people. If you're watching this, you should be logged into www.1025mke.com. But at the same time, what you're about to see is very, very graphic. And it may not be suitable for young eyes. And it definitely might not be suitable for work.
Yeah. But if you don't give a fuck, just stay tuned.
Just stay tuned. For those of you with a nauseous stomach, it's not gory, but it's definitely graphic. Yeah. What you're about to see is a fatality on the screen. And check this out.
What's going on?
Holocaust, they're trying to steal a car. No, she's stealing their car. You're stealing the car? Yeah, we called the cops. Call the cops. Call the cops. It's been called. It's been called. It's been called. It's been called. They stole the car. These girls stole the car. Hey, they stole the car. They stole the car. These girls. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it.
There's the dead driver. Oh my God.
Everybody needs to step back in the seat.
I saw what happened.
I need everybody to step back. There's gas leaking.
Yeah, hey, back up, back up, back up.
The two girls were 13 and 15 years old. They used a stun gun on a 66-year-old Uber Eats delivery driver and tried to carjack him. When they hopped in his car, he sat on one of the girls' laps trying to keep her from pulling off. She hit the gas, car drove out. That man died on scene. The girls have been arrested. The names are left out of the media. 13 and 15 years old with a stun gun trying to carjack an Uber Eats delivery driver. Now, I know a lot of people are asking, where are the parents? Where are they? There's such a thing as like a code of conduct. And I realize carjackings have always happened for some of us in our lifetime. Like, that's an everyday thing. To some people, that ain't shit. Some people, oh, it's implorable. I've never heard of such a thing. It's deplorable. Ugh. Some people are looking at these girls and saying, throw the book at them, electrocute them.
Fuck that.
Kill them.
Yep.
People are just throwing that out there. Kill them. You know, we look at this and we say eradicate. But who's teaching them this? Because if we just eradicate and we start over, aren't we still running the same gamut?
You're right. Corral them all. Get rid of the whole.
just eliminate, eliminate from the age down.
No, I'm saying like two young girls, very impressible, or I don't know if that's the correct word.
Impressionable.
Impressionable, right?
Okay.
So most likely, there was boys involved, obviously, because why would you steal a car, as a 14, 15-year-old girl?
True.
So there's either older boys or boys of their similar age that probably influenced them.
Or boy-like women
Or that too.
that pretend to wear dicks.
Yeah.
Or at least wear drawers with dick holes in them.
Or like OG said, was it fat ass men with dreads?
What it? Oh my God!
OG said if you're overweight and you got dreads, you technically are
you're a stud.
You're a stud.
You're a stud.
Like regardless how you want.
You're a stud. You're a stud. You got cornrows. You fat. You're a stud. You're a stud. Basically, yeah, because you got titties in a tank top. You got titties in a tank top. So yeah, and boxers on. And boxers on top of that. Like you're definitely it.
You're halfway between what's that rapper? Lil
Nas or Lil Ma and what's it called? The other little disgusting body one.
You're in between Lil Ma and Kevin Gates. You're one playlist choice away from one or the other.
Yucky.
No, OG killing me, man. OG, shout out to OG and Burn.
Man, dog. That's funny as hell.
His 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock posts are the best, though. In the morning,
I swear.
Man, that's hilarious. Yeah, but still, back to the story,
But no, like to what you're saying, like there's a certain generational thing.
Yeah.
And what's so funny? There was a thing going on over the weekend where it said Generation X was trending.
Okay.
Because millennials and people from the baby boomers generation were asking Generation X to kind of come in and save everyone from the cancel culture. And Generation Xers were responding in some of the funniest fucking ways. It was trending so much because everybody was like, if you're born from this generation, help us cancel culture. And Generation Xers responded in natural ways General Xers do. And that's get defensive and be like, what the fuck do you want me to do about it? Fuck you. I don't give a fuck about your shit. I don't give a fuck. This shit don't bother me. You don't bother me and you don't bother me. Now get the fuck away from me. And they had shit to say. So their main thing was fuck cancel culture, fuck you guys, and then fuck you guys. And they went on this whole tangent roasting both millennials and baby boomers. And the shit was fucking funny. It was like, they had memes, some of the funniest memes that was so crazy, like boomers to Generation X, help us stop being canceled. Boomers to Generation X previously, parental advisory explicit content. Remember that, motherfuckers? Like you want us to help you cancel culture. You motherfuckers gave us parental advisory stickers. What the fuck you want us to do? Like you didn't even want us to speak. They had shit like Generation X has the ability, just not the will, to save the world from cancel culture. We live through PC culture, metal can pudding, garden hose drinking, and keys around our necks. We just don't care. Generation Y. Like, I mean, who cares? People were actually sending things like Generation X is trending and we aren't interested anyway, so thanks. We don't care. They had apparently Generation X has been summoned to end cancel culture, but there's the thing about us, we answer to no one, and they had a picture of Han Solo like it was ridiculous. Like they were really, really pushing for this. Fox News even got in on this and said, Fox News correspondent Jillian Turner, cancel culture is spreading like wildfire. There's a call for Generation X to lead the charge to save America from the social media mob. Can they do it? And one guy responded, oh, for fuck's sake, I'm Gen X. Fox News and Facebook did to my dad what he said MTV and Nintendo would do to me. And it was so crazy. Like they were like people just chiming in saying save us. Just remember, for every boomer that hates a millennial, there's a generation in between that hates you both. With a picture of the Breakfast Club right there. Like it's fucking amazing. Like Generation X is trending. This has to be the first time anyone's noticed us at all. Generation X is the black sheep of everything. No one has ever asked them anything at all. And the one thing that you want them to do, the generation that you told to shut the fuck up, now you want them to answer to this shit. And they have nothing but contempt for you people. Nothing but contempt. Like that was a whole movement silenced very quickly. Oh, I love this one. Gen X to all of the generations, and they had a picture of Leonardo DiCaprio with the middle finger from fucking Wolf on Wall Street. Fuck all of you. So, shout out to Generation X, man. They showed up and showed out, and was just like, oh, this one was great too. Gen X was done with y'all when Tipper Gore came for Prince. Oh hell yeah, we was done with your bitch ass. Fuck you. You tried to cancel Prince. Fuck you. Now I really don't give a shit. But no, to once again rely on some other people, it's like passing the buck. Well, we're obviously not gonna do it because we're too busy arguing over the shit and we can't help ourselves. So you save us. The fuck I got to do with this shit? Same shit we gonna talk about Sharon Osbourne. She telling Cheryl Underwood, help me, explain to me the racism that I'm missing. Help me, educate me. Bitch.
Educate yourself.
Right.
If you didn't educate yourself when you were with Ozzy.
Like, come on, man.
Why now? You got one foot in the grave. Just be yourself.
Like, just say that. Just say that shit. Stop fucking trying to make people validate you. Just say what you say. And if that's what you say, take the consequences. At least Pierce walked off his fucking show. Well, she's a bitch, and if you don't believe me, fuck you. I don't care. I don't care if she dumped me. Fuck her. She's a bitch. Like, he gonna stand by that shit. And I don't have to agree with him. I don't. Nope. I never did. I never agreed with his behavior. I never agreed with the shit he said about her. But I can respect the fact that he stands on that shit and he doesn't hide his contempt and try to say, oh no, I think she's a blessing. I really do. And then try to sabotage her. No, he knows, he lets it know where he stands. He wears his heart on his sleeve.
He wanted to toot it and boot it.
Yeah, he wears his vag on his cuffs. His mangina is on his cuffs. And ta-ta. And he clicks them together every time he gets dumped. So it is what it is. But to this shit here, to these two girls, they've been charged with felony murder. So they're going to face some serious jail time.
Oh, yeah. They're going to throw the book at them.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
And they're two young black girls, too?
Yeah.
They're going to make an example.
Oh, yeah.
Girl power.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
There should have been somebody in place for these girls that could have steered them from this. And at the same time, I look at the guy who's recording, too, because If he would have had some extra assistance, maybe this wouldn't have happened.
Man, it could have been 2 dead people, man.
It could have. But a 66-year-old man against a 15-year-old behind the wheel. That man that's recording is probably in his 20s or in his 30s, but he's in better shape than that man. He would have had a fighting chance, maybe.
Yeah. Well, who knows what the scenario was that led up to that, you know? Did he pull out his phone and record, or was he already recording?
What happened was the gentleman was in the 66-year-old man was in the car.
Mm-hmm.
They posed like...
Did they pull him out?
They when he came out of the car to deliver the food, they jumped in the car.
Mm.
He ran to go get back in the car because the door was open.
Yeah.
So he was trying to get back into his car. They were zapping him with a stun gun.
Mm.
They were tasing him. He was sitting on the girl's lap halfway, trying to keep her from pulling off, like trying to get the key and stuff. So as she's tasing him with the gun and stuff, he's still on her, and she gets it on and pulls off.
She probably tased herself.
Nah, but she definitely pulled off, and she pulled off with him on her. It was dead weight, and you saw the car was hitting those things on the way, and he was pinned in between there. He was still, head out, body out. So the door hit him twice. And then you saw it crashed and...
He got ejected.
Yep.
That's nuts, man. I don't know. I guess it's when you're in a scenario like that, it has to happen so fast, And it all depends on how you react, but still for it to be... It's such a trend. Like here in our city,
It was stupid.
Boosting cars left and right.
It's fucking stupid.
You can't go on fucking 76 in Oklahoma because at that mobile you're guaranteed to get your shit took. Like that. We have our pockets in our city that is just like that, and we have those fucking ridiculous ass crashes every single fucking day, just like this. From reckless ass fucking stupid motherfuckers that don't give a fuck about anybody.
Just riding, just to be riding.
Just riding for no fucking reason, And how do you fix that? We're gonna regulate cars, not let them go as fast, or because that's what it is as well. A lot of these vehicles are, even the fucking piece of shit little Trapper is fast as fuck.
Let me explain to you exactly what this is gonna lead to, because I already see this shit happening. Because there's so much pushback on these people who are American citizens but are from other countries that are migrated here, Asian Americans, Indian Americans, Pakistani Americans, Jewish Americans, all these different people of different cultures that are migrating here, that are making a living here, and being robbed or jacked or bullied or punched or making these viral pranks and all this other stuff. All this stuff that can be taken as hate crimes. Mm-hmm. All this stuff, when they pushing these agendas of stop this hate, pretty soon there's going to be somebody that one of these kids are going to run up on, whether they're Latino, whether they're black, whether they're Asian, whatever. One of these I don't give a fuck kids is going to run up on one of these people, one of these Uber drivers, one of these Grubhub drivers, one of these Bike Hub motherfuckers, one of these immigrant people who see this shit and saying they ain't going to be me. Mm-hmm. And they're going to be loaded. They're going to either be loaded, they're going to be strapped, or they're going to be carrying something.
Mm-hmm. And it's fucking, it's crazy that you have to have that approach. Like me, if I ain't strapped, I feel different. Mm-hmm. Because every scenario changes. Like we live in a society where I'm not okay with being that guy that just doesn't obviously doesn't say what has to be said. You know, because there's certain scenarios just like this where, you know, what if it was somebody else or the scenario was different and somebody came and tried to fucking help, but boom, gets popped in the chest. You know, like those scenarios happen. Like me, that happened to me the other day. I came in here, I didn't have my strap because my strap wasn't here, but there was some kids parked outside in front of our building, and they just fucking grabbed a bag full of garbage and just tossed it out the fucking window, right? If I was strapped, would my approach been different, you know? But that's a scenario where you should be able to say something. You know, this is our building. This is our, why is this fucking little punk gonna feel okay to park in front of my building and throw a fucking bag full of garbage? But even you know, and it's not necessarily the fact of having a strap or being armed. It's if I do say something and this kid is that type of kid that pulls a strap, you know, well, I can defend myself. You know, I don't know. I'm just not okay with living in a society where you have to be quiet to see tomorrow. You know, and then that's a very moral decision where you got to say, well, do I bite my tongue or do I run the gauntlet? You know, is this the hill that I'm gonna die on type shit? You know, and it's difficult. It's difficult because it's not something about pride or it's about the world we live in. You know, it's the world we live in. Like, we should be able to say something. You know, yeah, it's rough, man. It's rough regardless what choices you make. You know, because you can be the most straight and narrow and make the right decisions and go about life the right way, and it can still go ass sideways for you. You know, or you can be that fucking reckless ass motherfucker that does throw garbage and totes guns and boosts cars and steals shit and this and that. And it can go sideways for him as well, or he can be the one that gets to the finish line and dies of old age. You know, it's damned if you do, damned if you don't. You know, just got to be on your swivel at all times and be able to react to the scenarios that that are placed in front of you. Like,
I don't know.
I don't know.
I think that when it comes to situations like that, like I said, somebody's gonna be strapped up, and one of these I don't give a fuck kids is gonna be gone.
Yep.
And people are gonna be split up on this, and that's where the bullshit happens. Because we'll spend so much time being petty, fighting over whose side we're on based on race.
Yeah.
And while that's happening, our government will be doing some other dirty-handed, underhanded shit.
Pushing a narrative. The media, for sure.
Because they definitely pushed it.
Fucking narrative.
They're pushing that shit right now because they've been amping up talk about black on Asian hate after that white guy went on a rampage and shot those Asian women. And I'm like, wait, what the huh?
Everybody's always looking for a scapegoat. Somebody to pass
Like,
the blame on to.
Like, I'm seeing that shit and I'm just like, what the fuck? What did we have to do with this shit? I know blacks and Asians have had their issues for the longest, and it isn't no one-sided fucking thing. Like, but at the same time, not all of us have an issue.
And you know what it is as well? That as stupid as it might sound, is that movie that just came out with Pop Smoke. Because, you know, everybody's at, well, that movie was set to come out.
Yeah, it was set to
happen during this time, but you also, you know, a lot of people that have opinions are at home, so they pretty much probably rented this movie and watched it like, oh, well, you guys want to put the blame on us, but look at this example. You know, and they feel educated because there's a movie and there's a story to it, but it's just an opinion based off of no facts at all. You know, it's just a scenario. It's a fictional scenario that does happen in real life, but it doesn't change the fact that what's happening in real life is more important than what a fictionalized storyline puts in front of you.
Right.
You know, so deviating that that conversation and putting the blame on somebody else. It's our nature.
Here's a guy who's using an example of the hate that he receives. An example. Just an example. A hypothetical example. Now, a real example happens in the media. We're going to glance over that. Focus on this fictional thing. Let's go back over this. What's this rift between you and black people?
And this is a narrative pushed by media.
Deflect from angry white guy. Oh, we just had a bad day.
That's why, that's why when we talk about, when we do get into our political subjects, and we have people call in and we have people interact with us, it's still the consensus is that, or what it is, the true factor is that shit doesn't change. Shit doesn't change.
You damn right it don't change.
We have a new presidency, we have new people, but it doesn't change the animosity and the feelings that have been,
You damn right it don't change. And you know why? Because I'm going to give you an example of someone else that had a really, really bad day. Here's a cop who's servicing two people at their home for a custody hearing. He's very frustrated with the gentleman who is sitting with the woman, and he's trying to get his information. And you know what? He had a bad day too. Check out how he handled his shit. This is the officer, y'all. Check this out.
I haven't signed by a judge. Right.
It starts as a routine police call to help with a custody dispute.
George is f***ed up like that.
It will end with one of these officers losing his job.
What's your first name?
Y'all know information now because I don't want to get in trouble.
All right.
No.
You can suck my d***.
No! No! What? No! Come on, please.
Ma'am, sit down.
But she lives here, please.
Sit down. You have me come out here to help you.
And you said to suck your dick like
suck your dick is your information.
I'm out here trying to help you as best I can.
Yes.
And then there's like, oh,
we're
never
trying
mind.
to get the child back, and you said suck your dick.
He told us to leave. He didn't say
didn't. No, he didn't.
He told me to suck his dick.
He was wearing a Griffin police uniform.
Yes.
He was wearing a Griffin police badge.
Yes.
And he asked you to perform oral sex on him.
Yes.
As a euphemism.
Yes.
You can suck my d***.
No!
Officer Travis Wick turns to leave, but then re-engages the citizen.
I'm just gonna
But you
leave.
said to suck your dick.
I'm just gonna
How
leave.
respectful is
And
that? How
I'm
respectful?
gonna leave.
It's on camera.
I'm gonna leave.
Don't worry about it.
I'm gonna leave.
Ronda Rousey.
Yeah, bring somebody more respectful back because we're trying to get a child back, and you ask us to suck your dick.
No, I didn't ask you.
Oh, yeah, you did.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
I asked him to.
Yeah, yes, you did. Get out of here.
My friend Amber said something about you told me to do this, and he even said, no, I didn't tell you to do it. I told him to do it.
And you ask us to suck your dick.
No, I didn't ask you.
Oh, yeah, you did.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
I asked him to.
While a sergeant responds to the scene, Officer Wick calls his lieutenant on the drive back to police headquarters.
And he's like, well, just never mind. I'm not going to give you my information. And I told him, I said, well, you can suck my d***. And they flipped out. I f***ed up. My camera was on, yes.
Then calms down with a smoke in his patrol car. The police report shows the citizens seem to become irritated that the police couldn't help them. There is no mention in the official report of what really escalated the situation.
You can suck my d***.
To lose it over something so simple, what would happen if it was a major incident?
Police Chief Mike Yates had the same concerns.
And I've got to be able to defend you and defend the department if things really go to shit. And with that pattern of behavior in this latest incident, I can't. How can I do that?
I just said it. I don't know why. I don't. I mean, that's it, Chief. It was stupid, man.
Yeah.
I apologize, Chief. I don't know why that happened. I don't know what set me off. And
is that what we're gonna tell? Is that what we're gonna tell the grand jury?
Or 2, 5, and 11?
Please don't fire me, Chief. Please don't fire me. I'm a good officer, Chief.
You got great potential, or I wouldn't have fooled around with you and tried to help you last time.
Personnel records show Wick resigned from the Locust Grove police force in 2008 after he called in sick because he was drinking, then showed up to court the next day smelling like alcohol. Internal memos show Wick blew a .036 before his scheduled testimony before the judge and was told to turn in his badge and gun.
If that was a one-time thing and it just popped out of nowhere because you was having a bad day and the dog died and whatever, that's one thing. But on the tail end of you being hired after you got fired in Locust Grove.
Chad called me last night and offered me a steak dinner to drop the charges.
Ora Hosky told police a friend of Officer Wick asked him to drop the complaint.
I'm an off-duty police officer. Who you work for? City of Griffin.
This is the friend. Officer Chad Moxon stopped in 2015 for riding his motorcycle through Pike County at 95 miles per hour.
He said you told him you had been drinking a little bit.
I've been drinking tonight. Okay.
The off-duty Griffin officer admitted drinking 4 beers in 30 minutes before the ride and was arrested for drunk driving.
I know that you know it as good as I do. We'll work on it. Okay.
The DUI was reduced to reckless driving. Officer Moxon resigned from Griffin, and his police certification is currently on probation.
What is your name?
Chad Moxon. I'm actually a police officer for City of Griffin.
Oh, Chad. Chad, can you give me a description on the person that charged you?
The state also put Moxon's police credentials on probation for this 2012 incident and 911 call.
I just got shot in the side.
He was shot off duty. Police records show it was a fist fight with a woman's boyfriend, but Moxon described it differently to 911.
He just kicked the door into the house and come in and attacked me. And then when I took off out the other door, he shot me.
Indictments for false statements were thrown out, and an exonerated Moxon stayed a Griffin officer until 2015 after that DUI arrest.
Basically, he was offering to take me out to dinner. He wanted to take me and Travis out to dinner and buy us both a steak dinner so we can try to resolve this. He asked me if I would go down to the police department today and drop the complaint.
You can suck my
Now, Faith Ora Hosky refused to drop the complaint, and Officer Wick, after begging the chief for his job, turned in his resignation.
What about the officer's friend in the steak dinner? What does he have to say about all
Well, at
this?
first, Chad Moxon denied knowing anything about the case, then said he did offer to buy a steak dinner, but not to get Ora Hosky to drop the complaint, just so the complainant and the officer could get to know each other. Right now, Officer Moxon is with the Roberta Police Department.
Did everything we could do. He didn't make it.
No, that's a technical fire.
He told that man to suck his dick.
Suck my dick. No, I didn't tell you.
I told him.
Hey, man.
He's got a bad day.
Yeah.
Multiple bad days.
And he just wants to do hood rat things with his hood rat friends. That shit's nuts.
Yo, majority of that police force has just had a bad year, a bad couple of years. It's just terrible to think about.
No, it's just, if anything, the chief should be the one that gets canned. If all of his fucking deputies and fucking people under him are fucking dickbags on their 3rd or 4th try.
It's terrible.
It's like, come on, man. Who are you? Who are you?
You suck my dick.
I don't know what set me off.
I don't know what it was.
Coach.
I don't know what it
I
was.
don't know.
Don't fire me, man.
Put me in.
Don't fire me. I'm a good officer.
The Duke Scout is here.
You know I'm a good officer, man. You know that, man. I'm a good officer, man.
I want to get out of this boony. I want to go to the inner city and really put in some good work.
I don't know what it was. You said some shit, and I just said, suck my dick. I fucked up. I fucked up.
Don't fire me.
Don't fire me. I fucked up.
Oh, bro. Oh, man.
Yo.
We have a mental health issue here in this country. if the examples... Everybody's so worried about the test subjects for the coronavirus vaccine. We have a mental health problem in this nation, and every single study that we bring up shows that we're fucked.
We are.
We're fucked in many ways, you know, and we're fucked in different colors. It's not just whites. It's not just browns. It's not just black. It's not just, you know, I don't want to say yellow because I don't think that's accurate. Do they embrace that? Or is that like a derogatory?
Yeah, pretty derogatory.
Is it? Okay. Well, I'll try to get it out of my...
Like black folks embrace our black cultures, so we embrace the black because black is beautiful to us.
Yeah.
Everyone else don't embrace colors. They choose not to see colors so that they don't have to see us. That's why.
It's like I saw this meme with a picture of the new Miss Frizzle for the new Magic School Bus reboot.
Oh yeah.
And they said that Miss Frizzle's new animation looks like she's a Black Lives Matter. She has a Black Lives Matter outside of her house, but is against having people of color move into her cul-de-sac.
No lie, she looks like Daphne, but like
from Friends.
No, like Daphne from like the Mystery Machine, but more like a white privileged one, like one that would definitely
that
like
get tied up.
Yeah, like a Karen that would call and I would like to speak to a manager. Like fuck the mystery, I want warm towels. I want this hotel room looked at by a black light.
Oh man,
how many immigrants have stayed here? Type of
right.
But you want to know how fucked we are? We're so fucked we can't take cyber education seriously. We couldn't. And I have proof of it. We have a video compilation to commemorate the fact that virtual teaching may be around for a while.
Ooh, 16 minutes.
But at the same time, it may be coming to an end eventually. So let's recap the highlights of what it means to be a virtual teacher in today's society.
That's right.
A sub 3, A sub 4.
Excuse me, Mr. Kersley. Could you please give some attention to my guy Agatha over here? Listen.
Yes, and what's your grandson's name?
Agatha. Can you pay attention to Agatha right here? He's been sat down. I've been supervising this lesson. Please pay attention to Agatha.
I've answered Agatha's questions.
That's not what he's been telling me. He's been saying to me that you're just ignoring him, and I'm sick and tired of you ignoring my grandson.
Sorry, I don't know what's happening. I don't know this.
Yes, you... My granddaughter! I'm sick and tired of you... Don't mute me! I'm sick and tired of you ignoring my granddaughter.
I'm sorry, I've answered... I've helped Agatha.
Sorry, darling, I know you're embarrassed right now, but I don't mean to interrupt this class, so I'm gonna go, okay?
How the hell did he log in?
Snippet
don't know.
thing successfully. So
Guys, titties out. You drinking chocolate milk?
Teachers have had to go through this shit, man.
What are you laughing at? Continue the class. Thank you, Miss Susan, for good. Please continue.
Why?
Oh, shit.
Why?
Sorry, continue.
Yo, hello.
Yo, hello.
Or ballsy girl or nigga toilet.
The sharing stuff.
What?
Merge PDF, not sharing stuff. Merge PDF where I left off.
I'm sorry, what page are you on?
Page?
Yeah, page.
Just some random, what do you call
Hey,
it?
Leo, what's up, man? Thank you for letting me in, by the way. So, yeah, what page are we on?
Sorry, dude. We're just in the middle of stand-up. Could you let Samia finish?
Yes, I think I will. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt. Sorry.
Okay.
He told the teacher to shut up?
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to be working today on the Merge PDF, continuing with the service for
I think he's logged into like Twitch as he's doing this.
Yeah, no blockers. I'll touch base with Jimmy on what you slag Leo, if that solves the issue to deploy or not.
I drew a dog cock. Holy shit. Yo, you guys have dogs? This is what it looks like, by the way. So this is the sternum, and this is the inacular, frifracular, tentacular. Testacular.
Let's jump off the call.
This is the zing bing bang diddy diddy dum bam diddy bang bing diddy. This is this right here. This topic. This is the stem epidistic humba k segda. Okay, so that now you guys know. You just learned something. The anatomy of fucking dog penis. Why are they leaving? Why the fuck would they leave? I'm teaching them something.
Why are they leaving?
Yeah, why are they leaving?
I mean, I was learning something.
Exactly. Exactly. Now you know the shashamda, the dog.
Can we go through it again?
No, I don't think I will. It's a one-time class, okay? If you want me to go again, you have to pay. Alright, how much are you depositing to the dog class?
Depends. What time do you go to bed?
Is it a trick question? Oh, he fucking left, dude. He tricked me. He asked me what time I go to bed, he left. Insane fucking trick.
So because of that, though, we won't have a Zoom class.
The same kid?
Yeah. To continue, why have you stopped speaking? Sorry. Guys, pop quiz. 2 + 2. No laughing during class. No talking, motherfuckers. 2 + 2.
Write on it and take a picture of it. Has anybody figured out how to do it where you can write on it on the computer and then just submit it? Because I don't really think that there is a way that I've seen. People have like, hey, well, I miss you guys. Thank you so much for coming on today. Would anybody, I will continue, I'll do one on Monday. At 2, that's a little bit easier for you. And stay healthy, enjoy your time with your family.
Somebody keep chiming in and making noises.
And we're signing off. See you later.
What's it? What's it? Ashashamga. Wuhan virus.
I'm gonna mute everyone if you don't mute yourself.
That was not me.
Hey, it's me, Brett. That was me.
Mute Jamie for now.
I'm Brett.
Okay, hang on. There's someone quitting.
Hey, thank you, Jimmy, for letting me in. Thanks, man. Appreciate that.
Why I drink the juice like that?
My name is Ashashamga. What a tin from Wuhan University. I'm transfer student.
I think I muted the wrong person earlier. It's Jamie. Okay, so they were talking about summer plan, and Gao Wenzhong said, "I'm gonna go to do an intern."
She thinks it's another student. She thinks it's Jimmy Kemp.
At a company in California with Bai Ying'ai, so that's his plan. And Xiaoyin said, 是吗? Really? And then Wenzhong said, 我和白英爱都没去过.
This kid is basically
Hey,
pranking
Jun Lee,
teachers.
June.
What does that mean? 都没去过.
I think it means these nuts.
Oh, you don't tell me it's you. I'm gonna mute you as well.
Hi, what is this symbol? This is, I'm trying to learn Chinese. What is that?
Who is that person?
My name, I said it many times. Ashashamga. What a tin.
I ain't trying to stick through with his cock out.
Oh, that was it.
That's all. Oh, she just likes me for the food, I think. Yeah.
She was taking
Oh my god.
Alright, go back to sleep. Bye.
Needs the dogs too.
Alright, go.
Hey, Gary.
Yeah, that's Layla. She's... This situation... Do we have someone else who just joined us?
Yeah, would you like a drink real quick? Just like to thirst, you know, if you're thirsty. There you go. It's frozen root beer.
Who is this?
My name is Joe. Yeah, Amber Kaimacho let me in here.
Amber is the one who let me in here. No, fuck, he muted me.
Joe, what are you doing in this class?
Hi, Amber let me in. She let me in to learn.
Unfortunately, guys, only people who signed
Hey, Mendez. Hey, Giovanni. How you doing?
for our class.
You're my sister. Come on.
Who the heck is that? Who the heck is that? Oh my god, what the?
Is it the same kid?
Some of the things we're gonna deal with.
The one upside to having classes online is that I could be taking a shit while in class.
Times, for example, when I give the quiz, it could be that we'll lose some of this.
Dad, I don't
think
have
we're
it.
doing a hybrid class, and I'll just assign that instead of the class session. I'll try to keep you posted. You know,
I
but
have it
most of
right
the times
there.
we'll do it this way. What's your reaction?
That guy look like
This is
Ramon.
all right.
I cleaned my room as clean as it's not.
It's good.
Like the kitchen and living room.
For my
I
No, it's good. It's good. It's just
don't have it.
it's actually pretty cool.
Who's got somebody yelling in the back over there?
Someone doesn't have it. Can someone give it to that person?
Well, it's gonna be the
Hey, my laptop. Don't.
Who's talking now?
Say it again.
Who are you?
The dog?
The person talking.
Oh, sorry. My name is Mike.
Mike?
Mike Hawk. Don't put the dog down. No, bring it back.
Who is that?
This is Joe.
Joe who?
Joe Mama, nigga.
I'm about to give everyone in this chat a 0 if we can't stay focused.
What's happening right now? There should be nobody talking, and that Mr. Video is the only one talking.
Hey, I got a question. What the fuck's up with your hairline, nigga? What the fuck wrong with you, bro?
Alrighty, so there's always going to be glitches in this kind of thing. All right, what else can I help you with today? Is there anything else that we need?
Yeah, my penis won't erect.
Can you please get out of my classroom?
I joined a little late. I had to rip a quick early afternoon jerk. Is there anything I missed, like specifically, besides the small sample sizes?
Okay, this is Kyle.
Yeah.
Okay, so Kyle, you can leave the session now. I think your behavior is very inappropriate. You can either turn off your video and audio and remain in the Zoom session, or you may leave the Zoom session. You will get an email from me after class.
Miss, there's only two types of people in this world. There's masturbators and there's liars, okay?
Okay, and the email will be copied to the dean's office.
Who you are, but
Oh, sorry. Sorry, can you move me out of this room?
are you talking to me? I can't move you out of any room.
Well, did you start the Zoom class?
We have social distancing now, physical distance.
If you press Alt Q, it'll move me back to my class. Can you do that for me?
You want me to do something?
Yeah, if you go on your keyboard and you press Alt and then Q at the same time, both of the keys.
Alt Q.
Yeah.
Actions, command. Where's my Alt? I don't see my Alt. Shift Q.
No, Alt and Q.
So where's the Alt?
It should be in the bottom left somewhere.
No, it says function, control, option.
Oh, option. So do option.
Option Q.
Chat, tell me how to turn the sharpest computer at fucking Mac. Sorry, I'm not sure what it is for Mac. I'm not sure what it is.
I can't help you because I don't know anything about it.
Can you do Command Q? That might be the one. Command and then Q.
Okay.
Did you do it?
Meeting open. Please assign another host before. No. That's something else. Can we just mute you so I can go on and you do what you have to do?
Yeah, of course. Yeah. I'm gonna mute now. Sorry. Yep.
Okay. Where was I?
The fuck is it? Option Q doesn't. No. I need like to close the window, like Alt F4 equivalent.
Saeed, when we discussed Orientalism in the early parts of the course.
Sorry.
With
Command F4? There's no F4 in Mac.
mentioned in the text.
Is
So
there?
I didn't highlight it for
What?
you guys, but he's the guy that wrote the book called
Shift.
Orientalism
Control
in
Q?
1978. And all the discussions about Orientalism, critical discussions
Command
about
W.
Orientalism and Islamophobia came from the book. I can still hear you. You're coughing or whatever.
Oh.
Can you just put yourself out of this?
Sorry. Yeah, can you hit Command W?
No, this gives me some other thing. It says, keep the meeting, pass it on to another.
You have to hit it twice.
Hit the Command W twice?
Yeah. Oh, I'm trying to figure it out. I'm talking to my teacher right now trying to find out how to do it.
Okay, can we just mute you so
Yeah.
I can go on with my class?
Yeah, it just doesn't want to mute me. It just won't mute me. What the fuck is it?
You're mute now.
Okay. How the fuck do you do it? I don't think you can.
Disruption of the class.
I mean, can't you just leave the meeting? Like, it's not that hard to press X, right?
No, I'm stuck. I'm in purgatory.
Just trolling, but just saying.
Trolling. Wait, what is that? What is that term? Can you explain for the class what that means? Thank you.
Okay, I'm not really appreciating your
trolling. But I'm from Japan. I don't understand. Please explain.
Can you
Shut up,
audio
Shut up,
off? Because we're hearing you here.
I can't. Tell me the fucking command. Command W doesn't work. He did it. Command W.
My class.
Can you hit Command W and then enter?
Dumbass
I mean, who's this guy? Who are you?
Who are you?
Command W and then enter.
Why are you still hitting buttons, Phil?
Yeah, Zoom's been getting hacked a lot. I've heard of this happening, so.
What did you hear?
I'm not very smart.
It's been getting hacked a lot. It's like
No, I don't think. No, I mean, I'm sort of like in the I'm in the dog class university.
Are you a Moravian student?
Yeah, I'm in Moravian.
What class are you supposed to be in?
I'm supposed to be in my science class around this time on Zoom. I just need you to press Command W enter, and then I'll be in there.
I did that, so none of these things works. Can you? Just
I don't. No, it doesn't. You have to hit enter after Command W and then enter.
I did that.
Oh man.
Well, it wouldn't. It hasn't done the job.
Well, okay.
You should try it again.
Professor Farboda, I think we should just leave the meeting, and I think you should just make a new one.
He's just trying to be funny. No, I'm not trying to be like.
No. There's nothing funny about a key. Think about it. Like, is that funny? I don't think so.
Bro, just get the hell out of here.
What? Why would you say the H word?
I hope it made more sense now. Okay, so you have something. Okay, Professor, go ahead. Type your question. What is it? Of course you can go to the bathroom. Yes, you can.
We can cut it there. This is how people view it. This guy was able to go on Twitch every time he did this. People would give their class codes on Twitch. He'd jump into the class code and just terrorize the shit out the lesson.
Fucking kids.
And people would actually pay him on Twitch doing this.
I believe it. I would pay them too. That's hilarious. Oh man. Hey man, where there's a will, there's a way. That's the bottom line.
How many people out there actually follow basketball? You follow basketball?
Not really.
You don't follow NBA? No. You're not at least a bit curious as to who is out there challenging King James?
After I saw that the super duper duper team got is being assembled in Brooklyn, I kind of figured, you know what, I already got my Justice League.
But let's think about this for a second. Is it really a super team?
A lot of motherfuckers. A lot of motherfuckers.
They have 6 All-Stars on the team. 6. 6 All-Stars. 2 of them are champions. And I would say all 5 have played in the Olympics.
Mm-hmm.
I know, all 6. Yeah, all 6 have played for the Olympics. But to call them a super team, on paper it sounds great. It does. But for a team like Brooklyn to have the team that they have, if they don't win the championship this year, it's a bust. It's a bust. They pretty much took on the clout that the Clippers were chasing last year.
Mm-hmm.
So they set themselves up. And I think that's what Kyrie wanted to avoid. But apparently he must have heard the lineup and figured, I get along with all these guys. So I don't know. It'll be interesting to see. But let's take a look, because as we were sitting here talking about all this news and stuff going on, the draft for the NBA took place, and there were some really, 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 really big trades that went down that shifted the NBA from being this 2-man even sports team balling to now where Brooklyn made some heavy power moves. And I must say, Brooklyn really laid their balls on the table. They really did. Because they got the money to pay these guys.
True.
That's crazy. They're practically buying the championship this year. Or at least putting money down to invest in it. The only thing about it is, just like the Lakers, they won the championship, they couldn't keep all those people. Rondo's gone. Dwight's gone. Who else? Green is gone. They couldn't keep those players. They had to reinvest into another batch of players that are younger and fresher, but just haven't been able to get there. And I'm wondering to myself, okay, because that's what tears shit up, But they figure when you have their core, well, we got Bron and we got AD. That's all we need. And it's like, okay. But Brooklyn, this is the definition of a super team.
I think it's the evolution of the sport. Now that we've been through COVID and we're gonna come out of COVID. Because even before that, people would go to the game and go watch, enjoy a game live, or go to the bar and have some wings and do shit like that for the game. But now with coming out of COVID, I think this is gonna be the new norm, where you have to have a super team because people don't really give a fuck to watch a full game of basketball. They want the highlights. They want to see their favorite players in one clip, win a game, and that's pretty much it. I for myself I don't see the excitement anymore of going to a season, to a game worth of seasons or follow a season. I'm good with just recaps if I catch them.
Right.
And at the end, all right, playoffs. All right, well, I'm gonna give a Boy Scouts effort to really keep up with the playoffs. But in reality, you're gonna watch. If the series is close, you might watch. if it's a fucking clean sweep, you're gonna find out who won. You know, I think that's gonna be a little bit of what the norm is gonna be.
I've narrowed it down to this. I watched the game openers of my favorite team, which is the Bucks. And I pay attention to that stretch, that 2-week stretch leading up to All-Star Weekend. And then I always pay attention to that final month before the playoffs.
Yep.
Because of the fact, those are the 3 times that tells me where we start, the improvement, are we ready for the playoffs? That's it. Everything else in between is just shit that happens to me.
Yep.
You know,
Just highlights.
Just highlights.
If
when
you see them.
right. When I am looking at a team that didn't impress me in the home opener, and then towards the All-Star break, started to improve, still need some work. Now I'm looking forward to that last month before the playoffs because now I want to see, are you playoff ready? I can look at the record in that final month and see, okay, what spot are you at? You're number 1? Cool.
We're 15 out. Fuck this
Fuck
season.
it. You know what I'm saying? Because that last month, you got about like 10 games. So there's like no fucking way they're going to fucking, clear it up by then. But if your team is in a good spot, you're watching to make sure, okay, how are they going to handle? What kind of shit, what kind of schemes can I look for when I see these guys in the playoffs? Because the playoffs are exciting. That's just good quality stuff. Am I going to watch every fucking team in the playoffs? Hell no. Hell no. I only care about if my team made it. I can look at the scores and tell, who's going to do what. But unless somebody's doing something completely different from anything else, like a Zion Williams or a Steph Curry or Alonzo Ball, something spectacular I got to look at, okay. Then it gets my eye. But if I've been watching your ass for the longest, I don't see anything really changing. I'm sorry, I'm not watching the game. I can't watch a Laker game all the time. There's too many people in line to suck his dick on commentary. It's ridiculous, the shit that hears. It's you just some teams you can't watch. You just can't. Like, unless it's a championship game. During the season, we just jock so hard. So fucking hard. Like, the shit is ridiculous. It's gruesome to hear sometimes. It really is. But no, those are my key times to pay attention, and that's for basketball. Football season, I don't know if I even give a fuck anymore. But here are some of the drafts that happened.
Okay.
Let's check this out.
You got a video for it?
Yeah, I got one for it.
Let's see what number 6.
Mm-hmm. We got our brothers of the NBA and our sister of the WNBA to come and break this down.
About to get flagged.
An action-packed day in the association trade deadline was busy. Terrence Ross saw all of his teammates traded in Orlando. He is the captain now. Spencer Dinwiddie, rumors he could be leaving Brooklyn. Wolf of Wall Street, I'm here, I'm not going anywhere. And Pat Riley does it again. Victor Oladipo, another infinity stone for the gauntlet down there in South Beach. Welcome inside Studio J in Atlanta. It is Thursday, but you got the Tuesday crew because Ernie, Chuck, and Kenny have college basketball. Dr. Shaquille O'Neal, Candace Parker, Chris Webber in for Dwayne Wade, and I am Adam Lefkoe. Let's waste no more time. CarMax, call your shots. These were the big moves in the NBA today. Candace, Webb, Shaq, I need you to look and tell me which ones interest you the most. But first, the Bulls get Nikola Vucevic from Orlando and Daniel Tice from the Boston Celtics. Denver goes big. Aaron Gordon also from Orlando and JaVale McGee from Cleveland. Miami somehow gets Victor Oladipo and Bielitsa. Clippers. They find their point guard in Rajon Rondo. Lou Williams heading back to the Hawks. The Portland Trailblazers get Norman Powell for Gary Trent Jr. and Rodney Hood. Celtics send 2 second-rounders for Evan Fournier. And the Sixers get some depth at their guard spot with George Hill. 2 of those trades are official. Most of them we expect to get filled soon. Who wants to go first, Candace? I'm looking right at you.
I'll catch it. I like the Oladipo and Valencia. When you look at these two players, and the big fella from Sacramento, he can shoot, he can space the floor. He's actually going to help them more than the big player that they lost. And I think that everyone knows he would space the floor and get rebounds. But I'm telling you, this guy has range. He doesn't have Curry range, but he shoots it out where Curry shoots the ball a lot of times. And as you see here, he can finish. And also, as you see him spacing it. But Victor Oladipo, his heart, his defense, you put him with Butler, 2 guys that can get everyone involved, unselfish players, the right temperament, the right heart for this system. I really like this more than any other trade so far.
We're also waiting, of course, on 2 big buyouts. LaMarcus Aldridge has been bought out. Apparently Miami, a favorite to possibly land him. That Heat team is being remodeled in front of our very eyes. Candace, of all the trades, which one caught your attention?
Well, I think Denver was very interesting. With Aaron Gordon, obviously 25 years young. You got JaVale McGee with championship experience, and that team was looking to replace Jeremy Grant and Mason Plumlee on the defensive end. You have a center that's able to obviously stretch the defense. They run a lot of their offense through their center position, but now you have a rim protector, and you have a guy in Aaron Gordon that's shooting highest in his career from three-point line, which is what Denver wants to do. They want to spread you out and knock down the threes. And then on the defensive end, they're able to guard now. So I think they're getting prepared to guard players and people like the Utah Jazz with the Lakers' size when they get back healthy, as well as the Clippers. So I like those moves for them.
Denver right now sitting in 5th. They've won 8 out of 10, and they're just 2 games back of those Lakers in 4th. Doctor.
I see a lot of things. Leadership-wise, Clippers did a good job by getting Rondo. Of course, championship experience, great leadership experience, great at moving the ball, getting people involved. At times, the guys don't need to have the ball all the time, Paul and Kawhi. Philly, George Hill, a great locker room guy. I'm not understanding the Orlando trade. How can you have future players and then trade for the future? If I was a general manager, I definitely would want to build around Vucevic and Aaron Gordon. But, Denver, I agree with the beautiful bully. That's her new name, Candace Parker.
Orlando knew they couldn't afford Gordon after this year.
Activists reaching out to me.
Denver's did a great job. I thought I was going to see a couple more moves. I really didn't see what I thought I was going to see. Victor Oladipo. This is the first time he'll be playing in a solidified system.
Gotcha.
Miami, they have a system. Play this much. Practice like this. Work out like this. Run plays like this. If he can get entrenched in that system and get his game back to where it was, I think that's a good pick for Miami.
Shaq, I would like to add, too, I know this is under the radar, but Norman Powell is having a season this year for the Toronto Raptors. And him going to Portland, I think, gives them another option that's not CJ McCollum, not Dame Lillard, and not Carmelo Anthony creating for you. Norman Powell is a guy that can defend, that knocks down the three, that can get to the rack.
Look at his three-point shooting percentage. He dropped 43 points 8 days ago. It's a very big move. The nugget that I thought was fantastically amazing was Gary Trent Jr. was traded for him. 23 years ago, Gary Trent Sr. in his 3rd season through 41 games was traded to Toronto from Portland. 23 years later, Gary Trent Jr. was traded 41 games into his 3rd season from Portland to Toronto.
Only you would know.
No, it's hard.
C-Web, I have a question. If you're a general manager, if you work for the 76ers, you go after LaMarcus Aldridge?
You would call a timeout.
Man, that's a good question, Shaq. 1 second.
Coming off
the reason I like that because Tobias Harris right now is doing his thing, and if Embiid gets in foul trouble, if Embiid gets hurt, and they tried it before with other big fellas like Horford, but they really weren't post players. So I like that, Shaq. I like the fact he could do the pick and roll, or you get him in the pick and roll. Also, you could put him on the post. He could face up.
I asked that question because when you think about all the weapons that Brooklyn has, I know Philly's in first, but do they have enough? We have enough to go up against
Now-
the Brooklyn Nets.
The funny thing about this is, this was before LaMarcus Aldridge made his announcement that he was going to join the Brooklyn Nets. So when
I saw that Jackie Chan joined them as well, and Mayweather.
Now the funny thing is that when he made this huge leap, immediately everybody was already talking, yo, you made a fucking super team. But the biggest call was when the phone call came to LeBron. Now, unfortunately, we couldn't have cameras in the locker room to find out exactly what was said by LeBron. But our homies at RDC World were able to visually interpret exactly what went on in the Lakers locker room when LeBron got the call that LaMarcus Aldridge had joined the Brooklyn Nets. So this is them acting it out. Take a look.
Hey, LeBron.
Yeah.
You know Blake Griffin just went to the Nets a couple weeks ago?
Yeah, don't remind me. I'm trying to focus.
Well, LaMarcus Aldridge just went to.
What?
LaMarcus Aldridge just went to the Nets today.
He had his problem though. It don't even matter.
And they said Blake Griffin was at his prime. He just dropped 17 points and
He caught Allen.
Yeah, he caught one his last game.
I thought they only said he dunked once.
No, he just caught Allen.
But they said he could not dunk like that no more.
Well, I guess he can.
So he went to the Nets and got his prime back?
I guess so.
Man, what is going on? So LaMarcus gonna be his prime?
It's very possible.
He gonna be bodying everybody up at center. How are they getting their primes back? This ain't Space Jam. Man, I think they trying to team me. Hey, is Adam in on this? Get out on the phone. Get out on the phone. I'm not asking you twice. Hello?
Hello?
Adam.
Yeah.
What's going on, Adam? How you get all the All-Stars on one team? This ain't the All-Star game.
Of course it ain't the All-Star game. It's the regular season.
If it's regular season, how they keep getting new people like this?
I mean, I don't know what you want me to say.
I want you to say that it's cheating, Adam, because I'm being cheated. I'm only one person. What y'all gonna do next? You gonna put John on the team? Luka? You gonna put 6 players on the court? Adam!
What?
Adam! God damn it, Adam! You know what? That's okay. I'm gonna just sit out this season in. They ain't gonna ruin my legacy. They ain't gonna ruin Lakers' legacy. I'm gonna just sit out. I'm gonna sit out the rest of the season.
They could just say you're scary for that, though, LeBron.
Scary? I'm not scared. That's just too much. Did he forget how old I am?
How old are you?
I'm 36, man. I'm 36. Damn. Talking about I'm scary. You know what? Hey, what's AD doing?
You know he hurt, LeBron.
He hurt. I'm hurt too. I'm walking around now. Tell him, come on. We getting back on the court. We getting back on the court. Let's go.
LeBron got it as bad as Boosie.
He's got what?
LeBron has got it as bad as Boosie. Boosie can't get no respect either.
Boosie bad guy.
He can't.
Because he knows how to spell.
It's deeper than that, man. See, people realize, man, you can't try Boosie. Somebody tried Boosie this weekend.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Somebody tried Boosie. Somebody forgot.
Told him to wipe him down.
Somebody forgot Boosie's last name. Or last names.
Bad.
And it's a shame. Boosie got to remind people who he is.
Here we go.
Check it out.
You one of these punk ass rappers, and you can't rap. How you gonna tell me you a goddamn rapper? What's wrong with you, man?
Boosie can't even get no respect, man.
Yeah, he don't need no motherfucking iced tea can.
Ain't that a bitch?
Try Jesus.
Don't try him.
Nope. He throws hands. You got to, man.
You got to.
When there's an example to be made, you make it.
You do. You set the precedent.
Because then you'll put yourself in other scenarios where motherfuckers gonna want to test you.
Mm-hmm. Sometimes you have to draw your line in the sand. Like this next gentleman. We got a gentleman here who I can honestly say took the time to jump on his phone and make a quick little TikTok video. But it wasn't the fact and what he made or what he said, but it was how he said it.
Here we go.
Check it out.
I don't got BLM. I don't got BLM in my bio. I'm not an ally. You can keep your titles. I'm simply. I don't got BLM in my bio. I'm not an ally. You can keep your titles. I'm simply a human being that's tired of seeing other human beings being treated like less than me simply because they ain't white. Shit ain't right. And that's why even though I'm a veteran, you don't hear me screaming proud to be an American. Nah, free and equal, shit's deceitful. Stop telling people to love America and demand that America love its people. And for all you pontificating pedantics that want to argue semantics and tell me that exposing racism is just antics, listen up. I wasn't raised around racists. I was raised by them. I was taught how to be them. That's how they multiply them. And now you want to debate me and deny them? Stop. In my 37 years, they didn't simply disappear. They're all still here. And I can say their name. This shit's not a game. People dying every day. And I'm here to make a change. So if you're not part of the solution, then get the fuck out of my way. Good day.
Yeah.
Guy had bars.
Yeah, he had bars.
I wasn't even sure if that was a poetry slam or if he was just freestyling. I don't know. Maybe he wrote it. I don't know. But I liked it.
Yeah, that shit was dope.
I dug it.
Let me put these. I'm gonna put these comments back up.
Oh yeah, put them up. Put them up.
I took them down because we're getting some Twitch spam.
Somebody on there was begging for followers.
Yeah.
Yeah, we see that. Yeah, we get that. We get people on there begging for followers. You know, it's funny that we got you because I got a video for you guys, for you specifically. You fit the profile for these guys, and we're gonna play this video, and then we're gonna say our little goodbyes afterwards. But this would definitely be you guys. This would be you, tell number 10.
Yes.
Yeah, this would be you. You kid, or you whatever. You probably are a kid. But this is probably you later on tonight.
Demetrius, get off the game, go to the bathroom, and take a shit. Now.
Hey.
Bathroom and shit now. Go to the bathroom and take a shit. I can smell you. Get off.
Hey,
go to the bathroom.
Get out.
Go to the bathroom. I can smell you shitting yourself. Get up and go to the bathroom. Now.
No.
Get up and go to the bathroom.
Not yet. What the hell?
Go to the bathroom. You're shitting yourself.
Not yet. What the hell?
Go to the bathroom. You're shitting yourself.
Not yet. No.
I will rip everything apart. I swear to God. Go to the bathroom.
Not yet.
You're shitting yourself.
Not yet.
You're shitting yourself. Poop is coming out of your fucking asshole. Go to the bathroom.
Not yet. What the hell?
Go.
Not yet. No.
Go to the goddamn bathroom.
Not yet.
Jesus Christ.
That's you. Sitting there shitting yourself while you play all 3 versions of Mafia.
What the fuck is wrong with people, man? God damn.
Go to the bathroom and take a shit.
We have such positive weeks where we're affirming the youth and giving them their credit and trying to understand their plight and trying to see things from their angle.
It's hard to
then
understand.
The following week, it's just like, oh my God, you guys are just like us. You have those fucking dud sperms just walking around just like we do in our generation. Just duds. Just duds. No information, just a fucking shell of a seed.
Just taking, they'd rather shit themselves over
should have been an appetizer. It should have been an appetizer on a Triscuit. But no. They're out there. Like the fucking X-Files and Outer Limits.
Should have went bowling. Nope. Went back to his place.
Oh, my God, man. No, not yet. Come on.
Not yet.
As a parent, I would let it would all end. CPS would be at my door.
It would all end.
Just there goes the fucking household. I'd be so fucking pissed, bro. I'd fucking God damn it. It's like how do you let it get to that?
You know how? Too many of those Tyson dinners.
You blame Salisbury steaks.
Too much of those chicken fingers, corns, and microwavable brownies. All those fucking Tyson dinners and fighting over Hot Pockets, and he was making nachos in the microwave while he's just getting butt cancer and it's just melting away. He just sits there and shits himself.
Every time he farts, fucking chicken nugget dust comes out.
He's not even farting anymore. It's just leaking. It's not even farting, just leaking out.
Like the McDonald's ice cream machine might not work.
Exactly.
If you want to see a reenactment,
it doesn't even turn off. It's like the lever stuck and it just keeps going. It just keeps going. And this asshole's just sitting there just
You know what's fucked up? The McDonald's nuggets weren't made out of pink goop.
No, they weren't.
McDonald's nuggets turned people into pink goop.
They did. They really did. They really did. No lie.
Send us a check, McDonald's.
No lie.
We got your back.
I'm pretty sure somebody many years from now will prove. If not, then we'll have to talk about it here on one of our Thursdays. The McDonald's chicken nuggets gives people leprosy. Just gonna put it like that.
Oh shit!
It brings back leprosy.
The Burger King one, because at McDonald's they at least make you pay a reasonable price.
Right.
At Burger King, 65,000 McNuggets.
Oh, them nuggets got COVID in it. That's
125.
Definitely got COVID in it. Those nuggets got anthrax in that shit. Okay, straight up. That shit is made by like people who have the swine flu, and they crop dusted your fucking nuggets, and that's the pepper.
It's that one they made out of that one guy that Jesus cured, but then he changed his mind. He changed his mind and gave him back his leprosy.
Just gave that shit right back to him.
Burger King nuggets are made out of.
It's like, no, you continue falling apart. Deep fry was left up.
And guess what? I'm gonna send you guys an air fryer 2020 years from now.
Yo, this has been a crazy episode. Yeah. But this is all shit that's happening. You know, people are out here driving like they lost their fucking mind. People are out here coming up with excuses to fuck anything and do anything with their penis and their vagina. There are people out here that are choosing to game over getting up and taking a shit. No lie. He just kept gaming. He didn't even want to turn it off.
Like, I've been to the point where you're prairie dogging and you're playing and you're having a good time and like, all right, fuck it, I gotta go. But I've never been to a point where you know what? I'm just gonna
go right here.
I'm just gonna let it go.
How can you concentrate?
How can you?
He was on a stealth mission. He's on a stealth mission, shitting himself with ease and contentment, and just carefully just climbing boxes and just searching for his little pathway on a stealth mission.
Just smearing the life away.
Just disgusting. Just frosting the buns. That's all. Just frosting the buns. Disgusting. But there'll be people out here. It's like that. This is the society we've made for ourselves, and we're unfortunately the ones that have to change it. Not Generation X. You who have the problem with it. If you have an issue with it that you see that you can change it. But if you can't, then it's obviously something that's too petty for you to change. Because you got to look at it. If it affects a small number of you, this is your problem. If it affects more than just a small number of you, if it affects a large amount of people, change can happen. Can. But if people don't give a fuck, they don't give a fuck.
And there's a lot of people that don't give a fuck.
And for a lot of them, you ruined it. You're the reason why.
And that's fucked up because we talked about the kids today, but it's us as well. It's like they don't give a fuck because we don't give a fuck.
Yeah, we don't.
And we can't expect them to give a fuck about shit that we don't give a fuck until it inconveniences us. Or it puts ours and our needs and things on the line. Like we said, everything's an evolution. Their actions and reactions are an evolution of our actions and reactions.
Yep.
And guess what? They're a little bit more watered down than we are. Just imagine what the next go round is going to be like.
See, we don't give a fuck. Our Generation X doesn't give a fuck because deep down there's some insecurity there. Deep down, it's a matter of, do I even want to be in charge of some shit? Do I even want to lead? Do I want the responsibility of fucking something up? I'm far removed. I'm ignored. I'm out the game. I'm retired. I'm at that cabin-ready gray area where you're knocking on the door saying, hey, we need you, McGonagall. And I'm like, I'm not ready to go back in yet. I've had time off.
I have Amazon shipments scheduled for today.
I got crops. I got a farm. I got children.
I didn't meal prep
correctly. I lost my honey bunny. She died. It's only me now, and I got to be there for my youngins and my crops and my horses. Fucking horses. We need you, Rambo. I'm done. I told you I'm done in the game. I'm giving too much. That's what we are. That's where we're at. Because that's what we were raised on. We were raised to be those guys. Do some shit, fuck it up, and when people don't like the way we do it, we leave. And then when they call back and say, hey, man, we fucked up. Yeah, you sure did. You son of a bitch. What makes you think I would come and help you now? Because you ain't got shit else to do, you miserable bastard.
Oh, yeah.
You son of a bitch, I'm in. That's what we are. That's what we are. That's what we are. You really want Generation X to fix some shit? Call them out on their bullshit. You're scared. You're scared to do the right fucking thing and start slapping these pussies. You're scared. Because you know that's the hill you're supposed to die on. And you're like, fuck that.
I'm just going to pull out my phone and record.
Exactly. Fuck it, I'm getting the views, nigga. Fuck this shit. That's the problem. Our generation, every generation needs martyrs. They need people to stand up and fall. It's the nature of what it is. And sometimes you got to be prepared for that. It comes with the territory of change. Yeah. Especially when it's as drastic as you push it. You push it on the forefront, you're right there.
Yep. Well, on that note, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening to us. Listening to us. Damn, that came out completely wrong.
You suck my dick.
Not you.
Not you.
Him. Oh, shit. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, be kind, rewind. This shit is crazy. Make sure you go on to the website, get ready for tomorrow, save the link to your desktop, to your phone, 1025mke.com. Tomorrow, join us on the messenger or call or text 414-502-9447. And, man.
It's a good show.
It was a good show. It went fast.
It did. And for all you people out there, if you're not down with that, we got 3 words for you. Suck my dick.
And on that note.
Not you.
Not you.
Him.
We are out.
The METHOD